Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news. A pretty interesting ruling came out of Washington State on Thursday, just a day and a half ago. And so, if you lose your Second Amendment rights because of a felony conviction, which I don't agree to, some states there is no, like you're just in a wasteland. There's no way to petition to get your God-given rights back from the state. However, Washington State has just outlined a process where people who were convicted of felonies can get their Second Amendment rights back. And this came down Thursday out of a 6-3 ruling in a case. I have the name here. It's the Edgar Dennis III case. So Mr. Dennis, again, this is a 6-3 ruling. Mr. Dennis was convicted of robbery and assault charges in 1990 and had lost his Second Amendment privileges. In the state, that's a privilege, I guess. But it's his right, inalienable. We won't even go there, okay? Because that in itself is another video that's about 4 hours long. So he then went 15 years on the clean and narrow, and had no problems before he was gigged with a misdemeanor operating to endanger charge, just a driving charge. And then 2 years after that, which would be 16, right? I can't even count right now. 17. So he petitions officially to a lower court to say, hey, give me my rights back. And of course the lower court's like, no, sorry, you can't have your, your rights that are given to you by the Creator, inalienable rights. You can't have those. And in doing so, the court referenced his misdemeanor conviction on the driving charge, okay? And that was the reason that they said you can't have your rights back because you haven't been a good boy. So he appeals it. And good for him that he did. Because the higher court on Thursday said, you know what? Yeah, you can have your rights back. You went at least 5 years of being a good boy. I'm paraphrasing here, trying to put a little comedy into this. But you went 5 years without any problems. Yeah, you can have your rights back. And because the misdemeanor was recent, it doesn't matter. You had a 5-year period after your initial conviction where you did time and stuff for the felonies. That is where the clock starts. So after your felony where you lose your Second Amendment right, as long as you're good for 5 years, you can have your rights back in the state of Washington now under this ruling. So this is, whether you agree with the process or not, this is good news for those who are affected by losing your rights to carry because of a felony in the state of Washington. Please pass this along. I would appreciate it if you do, because this type of information needs to get out to the other states. Because if it's good for this state, well, why isn't it good for that state? Well, why isn't it good for my state? Why isn't it good for your state? We all know that there are some laws out there that a lot of people don't talk about because they don't know about it. And this is one that should be passed around. This could affect many of us positively. So please, I ask you to pass it along, and please consider joining this channel. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button that's right underneath this cool shirt. Hit that bell that's next to it so you can be notified of all my new videos coming up. I appreciate you all way more than you know. Sometimes my schedule is crazy and I don't get to say that all the time, but I want you to know how much you all mean to me. Until we see each other again, this is JR from Guns and Gadgets. Be safe, stay vigilant, carry your weapon. Take care, everybody.